Yes.
Oh, they've started in the conference room.
Okay, kid. I need you to pull up a couple of files for me today. I need them before lunch. You need State versus Wilkins. The other one is probably in the advanced files. I like your attack, but now if you want them to believe your version of the events, you have to make them see it. You have to... Sir?
You have a call.
Just a second.
It's the professor.
Tell him I'll call him right back.
It's about your mother.
Excuse me. The earliest memory I have is the sound of my mother's voice. Though I was too young to understand the meaning of her words, I do remember the feeling. The feeling of being drawn to her voice like a moth to the moon. When I was finally able to understand what she was saying, the feeling only grew stronger. You see, my mother was a storyteller. Some say the best Savannah had ever known. Oh, people would come from miles around to hear her weave a tale about the Low Country. And not once did they ever leave disappointed. As I grew older, however, the fascination with my mother's stories began to fade. I found myself longing for more than the hot, languid days of South Georgia. At the age of 17, I finally left the magical, mysterious Savannah of my childhood. And until the day my mother died, Savannah left me. Oh, my. Oh, Jamie, look, you're losing your teeth. Hi, baby.
You remember Alexa, Wilhelmina's little girl?
Yes, I do. Her big girl. Hi, darling.
Hi. I'm sorry about your mom. I liked her a lot.
Thank you.
I knew there was a lawyer in the house. My skin was starting to crawl.
Well, now, hush. There's no time for jokes.
Leave him alone, Wallace. Doctors always think they're so funny. You still practicing medicine?
What did you do to your hair?
It's called style, Professor. I doubt if you've ever heard the word.
You look beautiful, honey. It's good to see you.
Okay, everybody, back to the table. We gotta finish our dinner.
But I don't like the peas.
Well, I don't mind if you don't like the peas. You just have to eat 5. If you don't eat 5, then it's 6.
When does the number go down? Oh, no. Number went up.
Now, how do I say it? You say it.
Oh,
There we go.
Kids, now, hush. You are going to wake Claire up. Shh. Be quiet. That's your wife.
Well, I think the key today is to keep her busy. You know, so she doesn't think too much.
Would that be the key to your success, Philomena?
Daddy. Very funny, Professor. Oh. Wallace, maybe you and I should take her to the club for lunch.
Well, now, I believe that is among the worst ideas I ever heard.
What? I think that'd be nice.
What, you think surrounding a grieving woman with a lot of nosy, drunken housewives is nice?
Maybe all right.
I have to go see the minister about the service, so Why don't you two take Clara for a nice walk in the woods, hmm?
I can't think of anything more dreadful.
I'd love to take a walk in the woods, if it's not a bother.
Oh, Clara. Honey, I am so sorry about your mama. Now, if there is anything I can do, anything at all,
How about a cup of coffee?
certainly.
Morning.
Morning.
You really want to come for a walk with us?
Yeah, I do. You really want to take me?
Yeah. Okay. We know where your name's carved in a tree. This is where we put ours. Jamie plus Alexa, the year 2000, best friends, forever.
Well, look at that.
Yours is on the other side. Wallace plus Clara, 1970. Best friends forever.
They call this the friendship tree.
Yeah, that's what my mom told us. Whoa! Sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't.
What's his name again?
Fishman, half fish, half man.
Did your mother ever tell you about the man who lived out in the woods?
No?
My mother told us about him. She said, if you ever got lost in the woods, you shouldn't worry, because there's a man who lived out in the woods who would come and get you and bring you back home. And we spent hours and hours trying to get ourselves lost. And finally I said to my mother, I said, Mama, there ain't no man that lives out in the woods. And she just smiled and said, oh, yes, there is. You just lucky you haven't needed him.
You mean you never saw him?
Nope, never did.
35 years ago, Mattie Collier showed up at my door with a baby in her arms and asked me for a job. Well, I didn't really have much to offer. But she seemed like a nice woman, so I said to her, how's your cooking? Well, she gave me her brightest smile and said, I guarantee you've never tasted anything like it. She was right. Turns out Mattie was one of the worst cooks to ever step foot into the Low Country. I didn't know what to do. But then, about a week later, and maybe 10 pounds lighter, I overheard her telling a bedtime story to the kids. As I listened from the hallway, she lured me into a world I didn't even know existed. A world so full of magic and wonder that by the end I wanted to pack my bags and go there myself. I knew right then that Mattie Collier had a gift from God. I took her right downstairs that evening and I said, Mattie, I cannot let you cook another meal in this house. But I'll tell you what. I'll pay you twice what you're getting now if you stay and tell stories. Well, she looked at me like I was crazy and said, tell stories to who? To whomever will listen, I answered. With God as my witness, money could not have been better spent. I'm gonna miss Mattie. But I believe we should all take comfort from the knowledge that her spirit remains in every story she ever told. Stories that will be told again and again and again. May she grace heaven as she did the earth.
Clara, honey, I want you to meet Neighbors of ours is Marianne and Alfred Brooks.
Oh, yes, hello. My mother told me all about you. As a matter of fact, I have one of your photographs on my office wall.
That's right. That beautiful old tree. What'd your mama call it? The wishing tree.
What's the wishing tree?
The wishing tree, my dear, is a magical tree from one of Maddie's stories.
I never heard about it.
Maddie told you that story at your birthday party, don't you remember?
Did not.
Oh, she did.
No. Do you know the story, Clara?
I'm afraid I don't remember that one.
I do.
Will you tell it to us, Grandpa? Please, pretty please.
Oh, come on, Daddy, tell us.
The wishing tree is a very old story. Took place way back in 1851 on a dark and scary August night. It was on that night that a little slave girl named Celia tried to escape from a plantation down the road. Unfortunately, she didn't get very far before the storm came. What a storm it was! Thunder so loud it made the trees shake.
Please don't let them get me.
Celia! Come on out of there, girl. I'm gonna have to shoot you down. I mean it now. You're gonna be dead before you're free, girl.
He could have shot at that tree all night, but it wouldn't have made a bit of difference. You see, Celia was gone. Disappeared. Next morning, she awoke next to an elm tree in Philadelphia. Had no idea where she was or how she got there. But of one thing, she was absolutely certain. For the first time in her life, she was free. All because of the wishing tree.
I like that one. Mm-hmm.
Al, can you show us where it is?
I wish I could, baby, but I don't remember.
Was it close?
Well, I believe we walked there, so it couldn't be too far.
Alexa, Jamie, you all need to keep track of where you are out there, okay? It's real easy to get lost in them woods, and baby, if you do find that tree, don't go wishing you to someplace else without telling me first, okay? You know your dad don't believe in all that magic stuff, and he's just gonna think you've been kidnapped. All right?
Can we go now?
Uh-huh. A couple bananas. There you go. Have a good time.
Okay.
That'll keep him busy for a while. You know, I think it's cruel to send them out looking for something you know they're never gonna find.
Oh, come on, Clara. They're kids. They're gonna have fun trying.
Excuse me, but what makes you two believe they'll never find that tree?
Oh, goodness gracious, Professor, you sound like Mama.
What's wrong, Clara? You too grown up to believe in magic?
at 6 feet tall. Mark it. What are we going to do if you really turn 6 feet tall? Just wish myself that's normal, I guess. What if you only get one wish? I don't know. I guess you'll have to wish me back. Do you think I'm going to waste my one wish on that? I'd do it for you. Would not. Would too. Would you really? Mm-hmm. Well, then, I guess I'd do it for you, too. I wish I never had to eat broccoli again.
We spent most of that afternoon repotting her plants. In the process, she made certain that I learned the names of all. She said it would make them more comfortable. Afterwards, she thanked me with a kiss on the cheek and then went in for her 5 o'clock nap. I realize now that somehow she knew her time had come.
Silly only got one wish. She only used one. I bet she had at least 2 more coming. Well, I know what I'm gonna wish for. What? 100 more wishes. Jamie, don't be stupid. The tree's gonna know if you try to cheat, and then you'll end up with nothing. We've got to think of something good. You know, like something nobody else can do. Jamie, stop. Time to think. So am I. Ah! Shh. Shh. Wow, he's good. Yeah.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah. I just wish I got to see her one last time.
I imagine wherever she is, she's wishing the same thing. She sure missed you a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So how come you didn't come visit more often?
I was busy, Wallace.
You know, sometimes I think she thought you didn't come because of her.
Well, I didn't come because I didn't want to end up another poor, uneducated black woman dependent upon your father's charity.
Why is that so hard to understand?
My father's charity? What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. You heard him today at the service? After all they've been through, after all this time, all he could say about my mother was she was some poor black woman, showed up on his doorstep with a baby in arms, looking for a job.
My father loved your mother.
He didn't say that, did he?
Well, maybe not in so many words, but he loved her, and he loves you. I mean, he is more proud of you than he is of me. I mean, you should hear him bragging on Clara's doing this and Clara's doing that. I mean,
Well, I am very appreciative of everything he has done, but I am not under the illusion that I'm anything more than one of his projects.
Well, if that is really how you feel, then I feel sorry for you. Because with all your big education, you don't know anything about love.
You found who, sweetie?
The man you told us about. Went out in the woods.
Ah, you did?
And guess what, Clara?
What?
He's a magic, too.
Really?
You want to meet him?
No, I really have to get back to Atlanta.
Can't you go back tomorrow? Please, Clara?
Now, kids, you heard what Claire said. She has to get back to work. And you need to wash your hands. Come on, we're going to eat supper in a few minutes. Go on. Let's get going. Look like a bunny. Let's go, Jamie. Come on.
A bunny isn't too quick.
Well, he's pretty quick. You know, you're welcome to stay for dinner if you like.
Thanks. But I really think I better get on the road while it's still light.
Yeah, I guess that would be safer.
Scoot back. Come on. What you get? Anything else?
Thanks for
Godspeed.
I don't want you staying too long between visits, you hear? Love you, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on. Come here. Come here, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little guy. Bean, I was on my way to Atlanta. You live in Savannah. I'm supposed to be in Savannah.
Hey, Bean.
I was about an hour outside of Atlanta, and he jumped over the back seat.
Well, thanks for bringing him back. Just made a fresh pot of tea. You care to join me?
I don't know why. I guess I'm losing my mind, but I keep feeling like Mama's still here. And I know this is strange, but I keep feeling like she doesn't want me to leave.
No. I don't think that's strange. Not one bit. I know she's here. I can feel her. I can. Every day. And I miss her. I miss her so bad.
So is this how you all spend the afternoons?
Listen, honey, you're not Southern if you can't sit and do nothing for a little while.
Are you writing country music, or are you talking to me?
Yeah. I think Phil's point, Clara, is that sometimes it's nice just to slow down a little bit.
Any slower than this, and you'll be dead, darling.
Well, all right, then. All right, come on. We got plenty to do in the garden.
Oh, no, you have got to be kidding.
I don't believe she is, Clara.
Come on.
Did you make this? It's pretty cool. Magic Man, how come you live out here, so far away from everything? Don't you get lonely? Well, don't you have any friends?
Well, this was one of Mama Maddie's secrets for keeping the raccoons away. She said you bury 3 cloves of garlic real close to the base of each plant and leave them there for 1 week.
You know they sell these at the grocery.
Yeah, I know that. But like Mama Maddie always said, they taste better when you grow them yourself. Hmm?
Hey!
Well, hey, you kids, what y'all doing?
Nothing.
Well, then, Al and Marianne, they're looking for you. They got something they want to show you.
What is it?
I don't know. I guess you're going to have to go and find out for yourself. Hmm?
Hey, Clara, you want to come with us?
Can you do without me?
Well, I guess I can.
Coming!
So, Clara,
Yeah?
what else did your mom say about that man in the woods?
I don't remember much. Why do you ask?
I'm just wondering if it's the same guy we found.
I don't know. Were you lost when you met him?
No.
Well, it's probably not the same one, because the one my mama told me about only came if you got lost. Where are we going?
Claire, maybe you should take a seat. You look a little pale.
Is this really for a cookbook?
Oh, it's more than a cookbook, dear. It's critter cuisine.
You think people will like it?
Of course they will. I had armadillo with a nice worm sauce last night. Best meal I've had in years.
Al, stop it. Now, this is not for a real cookbook, kids. It's just a joke.
Marianne, you didn't tell me.
Get it?
So, when are you two gonna get married?
Not till after college.
Yeah? That's about the time me and the missus first tied the knot. You know, it'll be 30 years next week.
Wow. Congratulations.
Oh, we're planning a big party. If you're still here, then Claire, we'd love for you to join us.
Thank you. I'd be honored.
So, you guys want to know the secret of making the marriage last?
Okay.
Well, it's actually pretty simple. Laughter. You're making each other laugh, you're making each other happy. Ain't that right, honey?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the missus here ain't all that funny, so sometimes I have to pretend. But that's easy. Go ahead, honey, say something.
I'll show you funny, mister, just as soon as these children here leave.
See? That's all it takes.
He is funny, isn't he? That's why I love him so much. Come here, baby. Give me a hug.
Lord, what a mess. I had no idea what these kids were thinking. They packed enough food here to feed an army.
You know, I'm a lawyer. Why no one sit down and wash the dishes?
Oh, you may be a lawyer, but you're my little pooblet. You have to get the phone, will you?
Anyway. Hello? Oh, hi, Phil. No, they're not here. Uh-huh. She think they took her sheets.
Her sheets?
Oh, excuse me, her Ralph Lauren sheets. Say what? Her Ralph Lauren sheets.
I couldn't find a picnic blanket, so this'll have to do. We've got tons of stuff. Turkey, ham, roast beef, cheese and crackers, and 3 different kinds of bread, because we didn't know which one you'd like.
Alexa? Jamie?
What should we do with the rest of the food?
What are y'all doing?
Uh-oh.
What are you all doing out here?
We were feeding a deer until you showed up.
Yeah, I noticed that. Is this a friend of yours?
Yeah, it's Magic Man, the one we told you about.
I don't remember you telling me about anybody.
Clara, yes we did.
Did I see you out by the highway the other day? Right. So you live around here?
Clara, we told you he lives out in the woods.
Baby, let the man do his own talking.
He can't, Clara. He can't talk.
Oh, so I didn't know.
I I think he said it's nice to meet ya.
It's nice to meet you, too. Magic Man. Does your mother know about this man?
No, and you can't tell her.
Why not?
Because she might think he's weird or something and not let us play with him.
Well, she might be right, Jamie.
Well, do you think he's weird?
No, I don't know. He seems like a nice man.
Okay, then. You've got to swear to secrecy.
Why?
Because we've got to know you're not going to tell.
No, why secrecy? Your mother will probably think he's fine, too, when she meets him.
No, he's too shy. He doesn't want to meet anyone else. You've got to swear, Clara.
I'm not swearing to anything. I don't really know him. But I tell you what I will do. I'll keep a secret if you two promise not to go and see him without me. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, okay.
Good.
But what they didn't know is that little Celia had found the wishing tree. A tree like none other in the world. So when she said, please, please don't let them get me, the tree granted her wish and took her away. A couple of days later, she awoke beneath a towering elm tree. And what little Celia probably thought was heaven turned out to be Philadelphia. Imagine that, thinking any place up north was heaven. Oh, I'm just kidding. I hear it's nice up there.
Something. Why is it that all your stories seem to be set in Georgia?
Oh, Professor. I don't just live in Georgia. Georgia lives in me.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't understand.
I doubt you would, even if I explained it.
Go on, go on. I think there's another one on there.
Okay. I think we've got time for one more. Oh, here's a good one. This was one of Clara's favorites when she was little. She called it The Dreamer. Not too long ago, there was a boy by the name of Alvin Bailey who lived out on Tybee Island. Now, Alvin Alvin had what his mother liked to call an active imagination. You see, Alvin used to laugh all the time. When he didn't chop the wood like he was supposed to, Alvin came up with a story about how a bear ran off with the axe, and when he broke his father's watch, he blamed it on a ghost who lived up in the attic. Now, little Alvin went on for years and years like this, making up excuses for everything, till one night he had a dream. He dreamt about a big tree falling on the barn and smashing it to pieces. Well, the next day, a storm came through. And just like in Alvin's dream, a tree fell and smashed that barn to bits. Now, little Alvin carried on like you wouldn't believe. But no one believed. No one believed that his dream had come true.
Clara?
Yeah?
You okay?
Oh, I'm just doing nothing. Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
We'll be back in a bit. We're going to look for the wishing tree.
Magic Man, can we roast some marshmallows?
So tell me something. Are you known by another name besides Magic Man? What is it? Thomas. Thomas. Me? See? See? L. A. R. I'm never gonna remember this. Name? Me. Clara. You gave me a name. Clara. Clara. You? What? Me? Here? You. You want me to hear you? That would be nice.
Hey, Magic Man, show Clara one of your tricks.
Oh, come on. They must call you Magic Man for a reason.
Magic Man, your marshmallow's burning.
Oh my God! Your hands aren't even burned. Oh yeah, oh ha ha.
Well, there you are. I thought you said you were just going for a walk.
Sorry, we got a little hung up. Looking for the wishing tree.
You mean to say I'll spend all day looking for that tree?
There are a lot of trees out there, Will. And we have a complicated process.
Huh.
After several years of 72-hour weeks, I decided if I was going to work that hard, I might as well be working for myself. So I went out on my own, and it was a little scary at first, but 3.5 years later, I have 32 attorneys and more business than I know what to do with. Oh, yeah. It's pretty good for a small-town girl, yeah. You know what? There's a party tomorrow. That's an anniversary celebration, actually, for some neighbors. You should come and meet some folks. Why not? What? Oh. It would mean a lot to Jamie and Alexa. And to me. They're good people, Thomas. Will you at least think about it? Good. Thanks. So I hope to see you tomorrow.
Okay, here we go now. You guys stay right here. Come on. Let's stay. Let's start. Look, if you can see the lens, the lens can see you. Okay, come on in a little bit, kids. There you go. Come on. Oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. All right. It was easier shooting gazelles on the plains of Africa.
Wait a minute, I gotta go get my lipstick. I left it in the car.
Okay, are we ready?
No, we're still waiting on Clara.
Where's Clara?
Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were waiting. It was about time.
Guess I'm invited to the party.
Magic Man?
Yeah.
Think of coming?
I don't know. He said he'd think about it.
Clara, dear, we need you to stand up straight.
You know, honey, we probably have time to still get a tent.
Trust me, baby, it is not going to rain on this glorious day.
Just take the picture.
Okay, here we go. Don't worry about it, baby. It ain't even coming this way.
You sure about that, Al? Looks like the wind's blowing it in.
Son, let me explain something to you. Never let a woman know you've made the mistake I've made today. You will never live it down.
Is that why you're marrying her again?
Must be some weather phenomenon we can blame it on.
Just wouldn't want to be in your shoes.
You think he's coming?
Pardon me, Missy. I had no...
What if he doesn't know where we are?
I think it's okay. Little.
I'm gonna go look for Magic Man. Okay. Bye.
Promise to love, respect, and cherish.
And forgive Al Brooks for not getting a tent.
And forgive Al Brooks for not getting a tent till death do you part.
Kiss, kiss, kiss!
I win every time.
It's Jamie.
We went to get Magic Man.
What?
He's nothing to be afraid of, Wallace. Jamie! Will? Thomas! Thomas! Jamie!
What name were you thinking, Clara? How could you not tell me about this?
Unit 72, Unit 72. Child matching the description of Jamie Caldwell has been located. Currently en route to Savannah General.
Oh my God.
Let's go, boys!
He's got fractures in both forearms. My guess is these are defensive wounds. He was trying to protect himself like this. He's got a skull fracture and a small subdural hematoma. But there's no major intracerebral hemorrhage, so he's lucky.
Oh, lucky.
Dr. Swanson, to obstetrics. Dr. Swanson, to obstetrics.
Thank you.
Dr. Pasa, line 3.
Excuse me, Dr. Clayton.
Yes.
John Crane, Savannah Police Department. I have some information regarding your son. Do you have a moment? Okay. Hey, now, this tape is from the officer that found your son. And one of those video cameras up on top of his dash. It was recorded over on Blaylock Road. You can get him to lie down. That's just a regular procedure there. Holster his gun. Okay, now here's where everything gets a little strange. He picks up your son, starts to walk back to the car. At one point, he blocks the camera's view of the suspect. See, right there. Right there, he's blocked. He's completely blocked right there. Okay, now the officer steps out of the way. The suspect is gone. And at this point, we haven't been able to locate him.
Detective, you keep referring to him as the suspect. What exactly do you suspect him of doing?
Attempted kidnapping, Miss Collier.
Oh, that's ridiculous. My goodness, he would never do that.
How can you say that, Clara? You have known him how long? Week.
Well, I have known him long enough to know that he would never hurt Jamie. That's his friend.
Now, I believe you might have been fooled, Miss Collier. Thomas J. Moore, convicted of assault, 1994. Incarcerated, Reedsville State Prison, 2 years.
Put your hands behind your head. Down on your belly. Hurry up and keep your hands still.
Sir?
Yeah?
We found Thomas. He's been arrested and taken to the station for questioning.
Oh, thank goodness you got him.
He tried to escape, but we tracked him down.
Thank you, officer.
Good night.
Good night.
They've got him in custody. You did the right thing, honey.
Cecilia put her hands up on the tree and said, "Please, Mr. Tree, please don't let them find me." So then, the wishing tree made a wish come true. So by the time the mean men got there, she was gone. She went up to New York and lived happily ever after. The end. Hey, Clara.
Hey, little girl. That was a good story you told.
Clara. Thank you.
Clara. Is Magic Man in trouble?
Yeah, sweetie, he is.
But you're a lawyer. You can get him out of it, right? He didn't do it, Clara. He would never hurt Jamie.
Hello. Excuse me. Officer, I'm here to see Thomas Moore. Hey, Thomas. Are they treating you okay? Jamie is still in the hospital. He hasn't regained consciousness. Thomas, why aren't you talking to anyone? Well, why don't you tell him what happened?
Mike, if you would tell him what happened. Tell.
Oh, Miss Collier. Now, what brings you down to the station here?
I came to see my client.
Wait a second. You tell me you represent that man?
Yes, I am. I need to talk to you.
We just got to go. I don't understand how you can do this to me, Clara.
Let me explain.
No, I don't want an explanation. Nothing you're going to say can make me understand.
We don't know what happened.
What happened? What happened? Jamie went into the woods to visit that man, and now he's not waking up. He's not waking up. Oh, God. Oh, God. You just get out. Just get out! Get out of my house!
Can I help you?
Yes, I was hoping to find Ray Little. He worked here as a pharmacist in '94.
Yeah, he was, but he moved back up north. Maybe I can help you.
Well, I'm looking for information about a robbery that took place here. A man named Thomas Moore was involved.
I think I'm the one you should talk to.
Please, Mr. Wishing Tree, make my friend Jamie wake up.
You got 5 minutes.
Hello, Thomas. Are you okay? It's all right. I found out what happened at the pharmacy. I understand what you're going through, and I promise you, I'll get you out of here. But, you have to help me. I need you to tell me exactly what happened. Oh. No. It's okay. It's okay.
Mr. Moore, you are charged with kidnapping, which is a felony in the state of Georgia. The purpose of this hearing is not to determine whether you are guilty or not guilty of these charges. It is simply to determine whether there is probable cause to bind this case over to the district attorney's office for further investigation. If I find there is no probable cause, you will be released today. Do you have any questions about what I have explained to you?
No, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
Officer Daniels, would you tell us what happened after you placed the victim in your car?
Well, when I turned back towards the suspect, he was gone.
You mean he ran away?
I didn't see him. Oh, yeah, I suppose he did.
Officer Daniels, why was your gun drawn when you stepped in the car?
There was an APB out on a possible kidnapping. I assumed the suspect was dangerous. He didn't answer my questions.
Do you think there's any possibility that my client could have feared for his life?
I'm a police officer, Counselor.
And what? Your bullets don't hurt?
Miss Collier.
No further questions, Your Honor. Mr. Davies, would you describe him as a violent man?
No. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Did he ever talk to you?
No, ma'am. Thomas was born without vocal cords.
But you are the head pharmacist at the very store where Thomas supposedly committed a violent robbery.
Yes, but that's not really what happened.
Oh? Well, would you tell us all what really did happen?
Yes. Thomas's mother was diagnosed with bone cancer in 1987. Within a few months, the illness had taken just about every penny they had. She was in so much pain, Thomas just couldn't bear it. He came to the pharmacy to get something to help her. Now, if I'd been there, I would just have given it to him. I knew he didn't have any money. But I'd just hired this new fella, Ray, and he didn't understand. When he wouldn't give Thomas the medication, he grabbed for it, and accidentally, he broke Ray's hand.
But you pressed charges.
No, I didn't. I had the robbery charge dropped. That fella Ray went ahead with the assault charge on account of his hand being broke.
So Thomas went to jail?
Yes, he did. And that's when it happened.
What happened?
His mother passed away. I know that was hard on Thomas, not being there when she died. After he got out, he moved to the woods. Pretty much stopped coming around. To tell you the truth, I can't say I blame him.
Detective Craig, did you ever find any evidence that a crime was committed by my client?
Well, I find it hard to believe that Jamie Caldwell beat up on himself, Counsel.
Are you aware that my client was found carrying Jamie Caldwell less than 4/10 of a mile from the Savannah General Hospital?
No, I wasn't.
Did it ever occur to you that he might be trying to help Jamie Caldwell?
Well, I find that hard to believe.
Why is that?
Well, one thing experience has taught me is that innocent people don't run from the law.
You need to understand something. If the judge thinks that there's even the slightest possibility that a crime was committed, you will be bound over for trial. And if that happens, you will remain in jail until that trial date. Thomas, you can't do this to me. I am doing everything I can to help you, but you have to help me. Listen, I don't know what went on out in those woods, but I know that whatever it was not your fault. I know that, but they don't. Only you can tell them that. Your Honor, the defense calls Thomas Moore.
Mr. Moore, please place your right hand on the Bible. Raise your left hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You may sit down.
Mr. Moore, I only have a few questions. Are you acquainted with a young boy by the name of Jamie Caldwell? Thomas, look at me. Are you acquainted with Jamie Caldwell?
Yes.
How would you describe your relationship?
He's my friend.
So you care very deeply for him, don't you?
Yes.
Tell me, Mr. Moore, were you invited on August 4th to a party at the home of the Albert Brookses?
Yes.
And did you go to that party?
No.
Why not?
I was afraid.
You were afraid? Why were you afraid to go to a party?
Look at me. Look at how everyone looks at me. I was afraid of being judged. They don't understand me. It hurts too much.
Does that make you angry, Thomas?
No, it makes me very sad.
Thomas, did you know that your friend, Jamie Caldwell, ran into the woods to look for you because he wanted you to come to that party?
No, not until I heard him calling me.
Stop right where you are. Just put the boy on the ground, right now. Put the boy on the ground. Do it.
I was trying to help him. But I failed. I failed again. I'm so sorry. More sorry than you will ever know.
You didn't fail, Thomas. We failed you. You see, a lot of times, we don't understand people who are unlike us. And rather than trying to understand, we simply reject them. I don't know what we're so afraid of. Perhaps we fear that through association, we too might be judged. We hear you. Thomas, you didn't fail your mother. And you didn't fail your friend, Jamie Caldwell.
Looking at the facts of this case, I have come to the conclusion that we should not be here judging Thomas Moore. We should be apologizing. I find no probable cause. Case dismissed.
It's Jamie. He wants to.
Thank you for coming in. No, Sergio.
Now, magic can sometimes take a little while to work. In this case, it was about 2 hours after Magic Man left that Jamie finally opened his eyes.
I think it's because I found the whistling tree. Well, if you found it, then how come you don't show it to us? Because I forgot to mark it.
I thought you said we wasn't going far. We're here. A tree? Yeah, it's very big. It must be over several hundred years old. What are you doing? What is that? A bullet? No. Why would anybody go shoot up a tree? You think? The wishing tree. What, you want me to make a wish?
Clara?
Hmm?
It's just arrived for you.
What is it?
There's no return address. Wait.
What?
What if it's a bomb?
Oh, Kevin, please. You're gonna send me a bomb.
Oh, Clara, you're a lawyer. You want a list?
Oh.
Well, who is that?
That's my mother. They knew my mother.
as I looked at that beautiful carving, I realized I'd finally understood that Thomas, in many ways, was like the man my mother used to talk about, the one who lived out in the woods. You see, when I got lost, he brought me back home. And that is where this story ends.
Wait a second. What you wished for at the tree?
Oh, what do you think I wished for?
I don't know. What did you wish for?
What do you think I wished for?
You wish you could go back in the forest? I think you wish that you could be magic, like Magic Man. Jamie, you wouldn't need magic if you're friends with Magic Man. That's right. I think I'd wish I could fly.